creativity. Maybe you've just studied them the wrong way.
And don't worry about it, whatever.
We've rarely tracked groups that have created safety and structure over years of working together. So no matter how good you get at finding the right people, if you want a group to have creative bursts, what matters most is the time you spend getting to know each other. It's a twist on the idea that 10,000 hours of practice helps you become an expert. Normally we think that means practicing a skill so.
Okay, back to
If group creativity is your goal, maybe you should be
Bucky puts
practicing
down
together.
he works 8 hours, but
I
he's
think
here
we
like
should
9
take
and 10
groups more
hours.
seriously
Is
as
he
an
working
essential
9 and 10
unit of
hours?
creativity.
no. Bucky's probably walking around. Bucky doesn't like to go home.
What if
Okay,
we
well,
hired
listen,
impact
could
creativity?
you tell him?
Not to go home. Make to go home.
He clock in and work 8 hours and clock out. Do not clock in if you're not working.
The best creative
So he's
groups
working-
aren't
hold up.
just the sum of
He
their
writes,
parts.
he clocks
They're the
in
sum of their
and
shared
clocks out,
experience.
and it doesn't match how many hours he writes down on the sheet.
Oh, okay. I'll get rid of him.
I'm just saying, when
Have
you're
you ever
starting to
seen-
work, clock in.
Right.
Don't clock in
The show's produced by
and talk.
Ted with Transmitter Media.
Okay.
Get in the truck and drive.
Well, that's probably not going to happen. He probably doesn't know what he's doing yet. So he's like, am I even supposed to be here? Isn't that really how Bucky's wandered? I'm telling you, he's the only one like that, right? Because it's generally like we don't know exactly what we might be having Bucky doing at any given time.
Well, then he has to stand around and get paid for it,
Right,
right?
yes.
Okay, well, my whole point is
Next time
he's
on
here
Work Life,
10
we're
hours.
going to Indiana.
He's
Meet the
clocking in for
Butler
10 and he's writing 8, so clock in
I
for
was telling
8.
him to make sure it's matched up. Hey, but my question is, I got a question for both of y'all.
in my office.
Okay.
Brandon, I'm already asked Brandon yesterday. Have you ever seen Black Midgets?
No.
Have you ever seen Mexican Twins?
12 guys on the team, but all 5 of them.
I don't know.
Would you read this
like
live?
40% of our team.
We were just, yeah, not seen Black Midgets. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about, but have you ever seen Mexican Twins?
No, maybe, I don't
Not
know.
neither. That's what me, Brandon, Bucky, JR, Steve. I've asked everybody. I'm like, no. I'm like, asked people that have been around the world. I've asked people that 82 years old. It's the goddamn 10-year-old.
Ask Google.
I did, and Google don't pop
I
up.
mean,
It got Colombians. It got. That's
That's
what I'm saying. I
We got a
mean,
whole like wrestling federation based on this.
Guillermo.
Is this the shit you think about where you should be working?
Yes.
Okay.
In the U.S. Air Force.
Mercy.
Way underqualified.
Oh, mercy.
I wanted to
Oh,
balance
mercy, okay.
Oh, mercy.
I'll see you guys.
See, Melissa.
Thanks.
Oh, so you're gonna talk to Logan, or you wanna talk to State? We'll talk to State
I
with
think-
it.
full military.
I think we fixed it yesterday.
All their
He's just gonna log in, that's what we told him. That's what Michelle
They have
said.
nicknames like
I agree.
Gunner,
I'm gonna
Stay
talk.
away from
Striker,
overhead.
and Stealth.
I'll try to get it
I
into
felt
Bucky's
like I was
competent
fine.
bond,
Okay.
And sure enough,
but
in the reviews
it's hard
they
to
wrote after
teach an old
class,
dog new
They
tricks.
bombed me.
You know what,
I
One
would be
winner.
trying. I'd be like, Bucky, I ain't gonna work for you. Then next thing you know, you pop up and look right.
And on the podium.
Where the fuck did Bucky come from? Like I did.
Another
I think
said,
he's capable.
I gained very little
See you guys.
session,
See ya.
but I trust the instructor to gain useful
Air
insight.
compressor. Oh, bad.
It felt like a punch in the stomach. And I couldn't get it out of my head. So I did like any self-respecting organizational psychologist would do.
Damn,
I
that's
started
nice.
studying why it's
Gender
often
that.
soul-crushing to receive criticism.
And then the reason I'm doing that is like
Whether
when we
we
wash a
could
house, I'll go like
actually
10 houses
learn
each
to like
direction and go across the street. It says wash your neighbor's house. And then we have these labels. And before I go to the job, we're gonna put the address and then
I'm
the
Adam
estimate
Grant.
to do their house. So they got
This
the
is
estimate
Work
right
Life,
at the door.
my TED podcast.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
Studying how to make work not suck.
Damn, that's fucking sweet.
Organizations like Google,
That's not the
NBA,
right
and the
quality,
Gates
though.
Foundation have invited me in to help make
because it's so
jobs more
small.
meaningful, teams more
Okay, so we'll
creative,
do,
and
we can
cultures more
do that.
collaborative.
We'll pick a truck and use it and
I'm
somehow.
inviting
John's
myself
off the next 3 days
It's a
too.
truly
Yeah.
unusual
For what?
place.
And there's
Just-
a little bit
Oh,
more
no,
than
that's
that, but
something
I gotta
I
fit
wish
in.
everyone else knew about work.
Right.
Today,
Yeah, it's gonna be,
and science criticism.
I mean,
you're gonna have to look at
survive.
everything,
Thanks to Bonobos for sponsoring this
Instead of-
episode.
Go home at 2:30.
most of it.
Yeah, so just throw that pan glow like on a Hino or something. 'Cause I didn't know that was in Maslin.
This is
And then I didn't have shit for Bucky to do again. So yeah, we just had to miraculously make Bucky some work.
Like most managers,
John will be
he spent
delighted.
a ton
I don't give a
of time
fuck.
in
He's on vacation.
Most of them were
Yeah.
pretty
He
run
loved
of the
Pan
mill.
Glow.
It's shit. It's not even
You said you told him
50.
already though, right?
Yeah.
It's 1,500
But I
pounds.
didn't
Breaking
tell
down
him.
a
I didn't know
recording
what
of that
we were
meeting.
gonna put it on.
So
Oh.
in this large white tent, 200 people
Said
sitting
it put it on
around,
top,
the top
though.
200 or 300.
That's what I told said it was last. I mean, I figured. I mean, even if it was my last minute, I'm like,
We've been talking about multiple strategic.
We got to rework a truck at least once a month. Today is, I mean, that's a, yeah, we were doing better, man. No, once a month. We used to be once.
Like a streak where fucking every truck job.
Every truck was goddamn, yeah. So I'm throwing John's once a month truck in.
Oh, John.
John.
Yeah.
That we have to
We do
rework.
rework trucks.
I hired Kieran, you know, apparently in his first couple
What the
years,
fuck
he's
is
not
that
doing
job
it.
at?
Now I'm working on it.
Mansfield.
So you're
So
totally progressive.
Yo.
Hey, what you do with Billy? Anything yet?
he told me the same reason I told Cheryl yesterday. Y'all getting on my case with this ASAP. I need it now type of crap.
I know it.
And guess what? He said, "Oh, I don't need it till tomorrow or something."
What the heck? You told me you wanted it up there right now.
And then I talked to Sam, and Sam said, "Yeah, I thought they wouldn't need it tomorrow." I'm like,
What the fuck? Unbelievable.
and then I'm sitting there like, "Hey,
Well, here's the one thing. When Checky just called me, the reason why I'm calling you about it is because when Checky has one at his job site we rented from Norton, and he's done.
It actually
Oh.
takes a nerve in
He's
your
like, I could have Christian bring it back, but Christian doesn't have a hitch.
Your mind.
And I said, well, shit, if Christian had a hitch, I go, I'd have him take it over to Bill's job because he needs one. So anyway, that I have to put in a pickup then for that. I just wanted to see what you were doing.
oh, we have one here."
All right.
So I guess I.
Like he wants it up there today. That's what he told me.
You know when they talk to me, they get all this sexiness and then they change their little mood. I mean, you know, you're kind of a thick guy. I'm like kind of skinny and kind of, I'm kind of keener on the face to look at, you know. But yeah, we can put a pickup in for that. We can when we drop the one we got off, we can pick that one up and take it back and then. Yes. All right, huh? Yeah.
In order to
Okay, so
make
step back
everyone
question.
Yeah, where the fuck's your snail
I've
at?
worked with hundreds of
Who?
organizations. and I found only one
Turtle?
that's truly the norm.
Turtle.
So they downgraded.
Oh, he did downgrade. That's right. Sorry. Sloth. Sloth.
Where's my
His
load?
name is Ray.
I've looked everywhere. I can't find it in the
Oh my God, that was
buildings.
so. I was sitting at my computer on Sunday. It was like,
She told me I checked the hoop buildings and everything.
huh?
He goes, I checked the hoop buildings and everything.
And stress
Where did Dan go?
They would so raise
He
their
went to
probability
Jersey.
of making.
Who else has a
decision.
stepdad?
Sundays.
Everybody's
so-
giving
He left
high
Sunday.
fives. They're all smiling.
Who else has stepped that?
At like 1
No,
o'clock.
there's one sitting back there loaded, going to Dollar Tree and
It's,
taking it when he
it's
gets back.
incredibly fun to think about, like,
And Legacy is the one we need to. I
default
mean,
response is supposed to be, tell me more.
oh
Does
well.
Lacey have to be on the step? What, is there some, is there a pickup or something?
I wanna put that on the table
You can't pick it
together
up with a drop deck.
and look
It's
at that.
343s.
Because maybe I'm the one who's being a jerk or
You
misunderstanding.
even put
Three.
343s on a step deck?
Ray Dalio
Jimmy
started
done
a financial firm called
That's all it
Bridgewater
is.
Associates.
I thought you'd have to get it up on the
He
Mm-hmm.
set up
second.
a barn with his friends.
I mean, we could put Dave on a drop deck, but then I'm gonna have to have Jimmy go pick up the third
It's a
one.
bad bet.
He's gonna need a step deck when he does
He had
Facebook.
to fire his
He's not gonna be able to go in the
And
Conestoga.
I was.
That's what I'm saying. Jimmy's not here
Either way,
today.
we're short one.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. When Dan gets back, Jimmy will have to go on the Conestoga for
And
Facebook.
that was extremely painful. It turned
mean
out to
step
be
deck?
Step deck.
terrific.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm sorry, you just said it was terrific.
He's a
It was
Conestoga.
so painful.
Yeah.
Instead of a Conestoga. He's on the Conestoga now. That's what I got him marked as
Like I
for
was
Conestoga for
absolutely
Facebook.
miserable.
That's what you just
It
pulled
gave
up and made my
me
load.
the humility that I needed to.
You know what I'm
do.
saying? So-
It made me
Where's
want to
Dan at?
find the smartest
Harrisburg.
people I could find who disagreed with
Yeah,
me.
that's what I did. That's why I tried to. That's why I was like, that's why I did the simple. Yeah, we can put that on that.
If
But
he left fucking Sunday in
He
the middle
only
of the
listened
day.
to himself.
I don't give a fuck. I don't track their. I mean, I'm
Well,
not
they
worried
did-
about their
it was
hours.
a solid
That's
3
that's.
hours
I don't
and
hire or
6
fire. So guess what? I'm not. I don't got nothing to do with how
There
long.
wasn't even a full layer of pipe.
And I said,
on that.
It was like 5 stops though. So I mean, I don't. He had 5 stops all over. So I'm not. But that's why I put him on it because I knew I wouldn't need him.
Because
To,
he'll be back fucking
Ray
tomorrow.
decided that the next version
Tonight.
of the would have a different kind of culture, where everyone would be brutally honest with each other. And that's what Bridgewater
the
does.
fuck in front of the door.
Ray calls it radical transparency. Every
So I mean, that's what you know. What I'm saying we had to put that on the step deck.
You were comfortable
Jimmy's
just putting that
load.
out there transparently.
Why? Why
Cause
should
Jimmy's
I?
still sick. I mean, so
Embarrassed.
like I said, otherwise I'd have to switch whatever load to be
So does
first.
Facebook have to be loaded today?
Okay, but it's not those kinds of things.
No,
right?
Facebook is
We recognize that it could be a
So it's like
difficult
tomorrow.
moment.
Well, in
before
FMS.
people come
yeah, but it's one of those down south. It's
Yeah,
I
like
know.
load
Because we might
today.
not be able to load it
Isn't
today.
this
We're gonna
good
put, we got
to
one
make
loaded
them
set back
partners in
there.
that self-discovery
That's Dollar
of
Tree.
what's
Damn.
actually true?
We're gonna put Dave on a drop deck,
The
he'll pick
Bridgewater
up 2.
Associates is
So
now
we'll
considered
go
the
load
most
other step
successful
decks
hedge
tomorrow.
fund in the world. And
You
Ray
said Jimmy's
believes the
sick
culture
anyways,
is
but
the driving force behind their success.
we will not have one.
They manage $160 billion in assets, and Ray has become one of the richest people on earth. If you
Right,
can't
but
tell
then
by
we'll
now,
have two
Bridgewater is
drop
also one of the
decks.
strangest
I gotta
workplaces
send
I've
two
ever
drop
seen.
decks down there.
Feedback is only one piece.
Facebook gonna have to go on a drop deck, and what's the name
We're
have to go on
not
a
here
drop
to
deck?
analyze all their practices,
Where's it?
dissect their performance,
Ian has
or
it
suggest you
in
copy.
Fremont.
But
So, I
do
mean,
believe that
we
if
still
we
got
want
two
to
drop
develop
decks,
something, we
and
should
because
go
neither
in
one of
the
those are full
extreme.
loads.
You know, the same way you might try and pick up a workout tip from an Olympic athlete. Bridgewater goes to the extreme on criticism.
Or do you
They
just
think
want
you
to
can
let us
learn
that
to dish it
tomorrow?
out
Jimmy's not
and
even
even crave it.
You say he's still sick. Is he gonna leave?
Over the years,
I mean, I haven't talked to him. He said he was gonna call me later. He hasn't called me yet. He called me, texted me this morning and said I'm still sick.
I'm
So
gonna leave tomorrow morning.
He even talks about
if he's
Bridgewater
even,
at his
I don't
dinner
know
party.
because I may have to. Like I said, that neither one of these jobs are like do or die for. I mean, I think Facebook might be more or less, but Legacy.
And every
Remember, they just
single
want the
one of
pipe
them
just
is
to have the
expected
pipe down there.
criticism out in the open.
So I mean,
Even if
I'm gonna switch Dave. Like until I find out what Jimmy is, Dave might not be taking Legacy. Dave might be taking Facebook because Jimmy might be still sick, and I'm gonna give the priority to who needs the pipe, the delivery more.
To all of us that you did not prepare.
And it
at
makes
all.
Dave Green might get back and be like, I got some more hours. I'm just gonna jump in the truck. Like with if Facebook's done,
When Jim sent his
it's just going all the way down to Georgia.
To get a few more opinions. He asked his
And I was trying to call
colleagues to rate his
Hendrix.
performance that day on a scale from A to F. Then he shared
Hello?
the feedback with everyone else.
What are you
I
doing?
tell you, Ray did
Working like
not
crazy,
get any
you.
A's.
Working like crazy, man.
I think what a lot of people would have done in
What's
that
happening?
situation is
Hey, when we go down to
Jim,
SDG
you replied
and
you said, like, hey, everybody else in the meeting, looping
Morgan
you.
Lakes to pick up these 43s. Are we finished down there? Are we complete? Is everything done? They expecting these jobs to be totally
This kind of
cleaned
thing is
off?
happening constantly at Bridgewater.
Yeah,
What if
everything's
you did-
done.
Someone gave you a
The
demotion?
Every-
next job that's starting is
There are actually
warehouse
studies
C, which
showing that
is
when coworkers
in
criticize us, we tend to drop them from our lives,
6/17.
or at least avoid them at all costs.
So we got,
Instead, we go straight to our
No, what I'm saying is I got two trucks. I got three. You're telling me there are three 43s down there. They need to get picked up and brought back. So you mean to tell me there's no extra pipe, no extra miscellaneous anything, no extra riser, cradle?
I don't know that. I don't know. I gotta find out for you.
Well, I mean, that's one. Can you make that a priority? Because I'm sending the truck down to Facebook, and I'm sending the truck down to South Carolina. So if I got to send two trucks, I was gonna piggyback, have those go down to both of those jobs and do cleanups.
Because I might be inclined
If we were
to
finished
not
cleaning up for a couple months,
So Ray
No
made a
problem. I'll
promise
find
to
out.
can you let me know as soon as possible?
I will do it right now.
You are- I'm not gonna say fan. Hey, you know what ASAP mean?
either.
Hey, I don't know, and I just asked that question yesterday. I don't know what that means. We're not allowed to use that language.
It means as slow as possible.
That's, I like that.
if you're ready.
Eric,
That's
go
what
ahead.
it should be.
You wanna know what else it means? As soon as practical.
Michael right now. It's gonna be
I like that.
Yes. Why would you?
Always say a prayer.
Always say a prayer as slow as possible. I like it.
Jimmy said.
As slow as possible. Hey, guess what? A stupid ass possibilities.
To have no clue.
That's not bad.
And well, a stupid acting person.
That's better yet.
That's what ASAP means.
Stupid ass person.
I did a blog on that.
A stupid ass person. That's better. I'm gonna write that one down.
I did a blog on that, so.
Good, I'm gonna check it out.
Hey, but for real, let me know what we got down there. That way if we gotta clean off everything at both jobs, we'll be good to go. I mean, that won't kill your job cost that much.
No problem. I'll find out right now.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
I get that. In lots of workplaces, it can be painful at best.
I know, I heard that.
At worst. There's
I heard
a bunch
that.
of work by economists showing that rankings generally demotivate people, even who are at the top, are like,
Man.
well, I expect to be first.
Are you blocking it in?
And everybody at the bottom doesn't enjoy the
I
experience
understand.
of comparing
It
themselves
still takes
negatively to
2
everyone else around
seconds
them.
In normal companies,
to
I
jump in
suspect
it,
that they
move it
will
out the way.
prepare
And then to
people,
come in and
agree on it.
thrust.
Say, is this a good
I'm pissed
thing?
off because you got the look,
What about your
Oh well,
workplace?
we got another John coming.
Decided one day to be radically transparent. It might not go so well.
Man, I don't
Esquire
understand
magazine
it.
at the time, and I said to my editor, in a meeting at one point, I was like,
I don't know, but yeah, I'm waiting on him because I'm gonna see it. I mean, if that's a total job cleanup, I'll send 2 trucks. I mean,
For which job?
He just
for
face. He's a not.
I haven't sent my delayed deliveries out yet. That I send out to tell people when what's coming for Legacy and Facebook. Cause Legacy, I got him going from Legacy down to Morgan Lakes. We got 3 scissor lifts. So I got Hendrix checking now to find out if we if we finish or we picking everything up. You know what I'm saying? They got pipe cradle. I don't want to get down there and then they just got
And we saw some friends.
a whole truckload of shit that need to come back, and my guys only pick up the 2. You know what I'm saying? And then the next week they're like, "Hey, we got a job, but we're finished here. We got to get all this stuff like excess riser, pod things and shit." So I'm waiting for him to call me back on that.
And they were, they were offended, right?
'Cause that's where it gets kind of a little leery.
So it was a disaster.
You got a 45 Conestoga?
Them again, so it is
Pulled up or 48? I mean, 53. See, either way, I'm fucking you on that because
in my parlance, saying something like that is not radical candor. It's
see, I don't even know if they would have any way to load yet.
Is an executive coach in Silicon Valley. She works with CEOs and managers.
Legacy.
And being radically candid.
I don't know. I don't make enough money to figure out a $50,000 prop
How we
fix.
can all get better at providing criticism. And guess what?
I think I'm gonna let them figure it out.
Whatever pops into your head, like AJ did.
The idea of radical candor is that you're caring.
I've had 3 as soon as possible things
about
today,
the other
and
person at the same time that
when I
you're
make that phone
challenging
call to
them
ask them
directly.
how soon they need it, it just does not work. It's just not that.
When I do challenge, how do I make sure?
It's not that much of a rush.
My biggest piece of advice is eliminate.
I guess it's
the
easier
phrase,
to say
"Don't take it
ASAP."
personally from your vocabulary. It's okay if
As soon as
somebody's getting
possible.
upset or having an emotional reaction. It's normal.
I got a new one for
It
that
is
one.
inevitable. What you want to do is you want to react
RFN.
with compassion to them. But I wish if
Like that one better than ASAP?
Emotional Novocaine, I would give it.
Pretty good. Right
I have
fucking
seen
now.
so many people.
Can't get no faster than
All
that.
right, I'm really uncomfortable challenging the rest. And so one of the ways I'll share that
Slow as hell.
is I'm going to deliver a feedback session.
Don't know, gang.
Open up with some praise, and then criticism comes in the middle, and then a slice of praise again. So start and end.
But
and the research I've read on this is pretty clear in saying this is a bad idea for 2 reasons. One, when you lead with praise, they're just waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it seems insincere.
What'd you say?
And 2 is that people often tune out
very
in the middle.
much.
And so,
Pretty much.
what's your preferred alternative to the feedback session?
Yeah, I agree. Nobody really likes a shit sandwich. And so
0174.
it's important for both praise and criticism, but especially for criticism.
Why, is it a lot of shit?
Being humble.
For Dollar Tree?
You may be wrong in what you're
Oh yeah, that's what I said.
saying,
Don't
and
you see you talking
that's
about
okay. One of the most important things you can do when offering criticism is to state your intention to be helpful.
Drop deck load onto that step deck.
There's evidence to back this up.
which drop that glove?
Something I heard a lot at Bridgewater too. It's easier to take criticism when you know it's meant to help you. From the outside, it might sound harsh.
Both drop decks or just the one drop deck?
If you know that it's healthy and you've experienced
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We'll figure we can use 2 drop decks.
Just like it still hurts sometimes to go running, but I know how important that is to my well-being, so I'll keep doing it even though it's always kind of an effort to get myself out the door.
You said you can put that on the drop deck?
Criticism.
When what's the name gets back? Because it's not that much.
More like that after the break. This is going to be a different kind of app.
So
Instead of exploring
4-3.
creative ideas at work, we're going to take you inside the Novos, our sponsor.
Hold on. ProTrans, First Solar. I just want to make sure what he's picking up at First Solar is not as. I don't want to fuck that up either, but I can leave shit there.
Calling customer service. It's hard to get a human on the line, and if you do, you're usually stuck reading a script.
First Solar, fuck. I might be fucked on that one because I might need to.
Over and over and over. But that's not
I gotta make sure they're not asking to pick up the warehouse forklift.
Fitting men's clothes, and if you call
It's
it a
always
problem,
something.
you get a
I think that's probably why I put it. Nope.
Bonobos calls them ninjas.
Oh yeah, they don't want to call off the forklift yet. So
Creative customer engagement.
yeah, I don't see why not.
I'm on the management team.
Put the okay, so we're gonna put the
Elsie Nash. He and all the
Ian
other
stuff
ninjas
is gonna go on the step deck. That when he comes back, Dave Waddle can load that up, and then you got you'll have the step deck for Facebook,
in whatever.
Or
way
for,
they
I mean,
can.
the drop deck for,
There's no real.
drop deck for
Sending
Facebook.
it up the ladder and down the
And a
ladder.
drop deck for
It's
that.
resolution, like, we'll call you back
Then
within
it should be
24,
coming
48
back
hours.
soon.
So every day we
Okay,
ask
okay,
ninjas,
we got one gone and Dave, I mean, what's,
what
yeah,
would
that's
you
fine.
want? If you were the customer, how would you feel?
That's what,
Which can lead to
mm-hmm.
some
Yes,
surprising
sir.
Download
interactions.
that for solar then.
Like one also handled himself.
We pissed off. Hey, way to get him out of here on a Wednesday.
I had a fire at my house.
I'm going to
One of my
smoke.
favorite